good afternoon, all. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a nice day. I really thought it was going to rain early, so I got up early and went out and picked some rhubarb and stuff. So I thought I'd make a rhubarb cake today from scratch. I'm not going to use a cake mix. I'm going to do it from scratch. So I went out and I picked my rhubarb, and I hope everybody knows you do not put your rhubarb in water to clean it. Take a damp cloth and just go down the rhubarb, and that is it. You put it in water, it's going to be too watery when you cook with it or bake with it, whatever you're going to do with it. So I'm going to make a rhubarb cake. So I have set the oven at 350 for the cake, and I'm going to be doing it in a 9 by 13. So the first thing I have to do is put 4 cups of flour, I hope everybody's getting ready for Memorial Day. I know for us, so we're going to have our parade up here at the Legion. It'll end at starts at the bottom of the school hill on Park Street. And it'll go all the way to the Legion down here on Cedar Street. Then they'll have a service there. There will be speakers there. So it's really nice. So if you don't have any place to go, Monday, come on down. And behind the Legion, they'll be having hot dogs. The food pantry will be supplying hot dogs. They are free to anybody that comes. So there'll be the Forso band will be there. So it's going to really be nice. So I'm sorry I was supposed to put the light on here. Let me do that. Get some light. There, I hope that makes it so you can see a little better. Of course I can't, but I hope you can. So I had put 4 cups of flour in my mixing bowl and 2 cups of sugar. Okay? So now I'm going to put 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, and then I'm going to put 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You can tell I never measure my salt. I'm just going to mix this just a little on slow, so I'm not wearing it and it's not all over the table and the floor, and then I'd have to mop again here. Now it calls for, let's turn this off. Now it calls for 4 cups of rhubarb, and I chopped. I have 2 different kinds of rhubarb. I have the one that's green and the one they call a strawberry. And I like mixing my rhubarbs together. So that's 4 cups of rhubarb we're putting in here. Okay. And then we're going to put 2 cups of milk. Now this is a new recipe for me. Maybe some have already tried it. I've never tried this recipe. I do have recipe for rhubarb cake, but this is just a different one. I like to try different ones. Okay. And then it calls for, of course, the phone. It calls for 6 tablespoons of melted butter. I had melted this before I started. 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Mix this on slow. This goes in a 9 by 13, and I've already sprayed it. The oven is 350, and it's going to be for 45 minutes. Get this all mixed up here. Okay. Here. I don't know about anybody else, but I just love rhubarb. Rhubarb sauce I love. I used to make rhubarb sauce for a friend, an older man, and every year the first picking of my rhubarb was to make rhubarb sauce for him. But he is no longer here, so I make it, but I don't make it the first cutting. So mix this up here, and it's just like a cake batter, but it's a little stiffer. So then I'm going to put it in the 9 by 13 dish here. Just actually be putting it over here so you can see this. So I got to be making a, my granddaughter goes to a church in Gowanda, and they're going to be having a spaghetti dinner, and I think that's when they're going to be having their bake sale too. So I told her I'd bake some stuff. So I think some rhubarb bread, maybe some rhubarb cookies, maybe even make another cake and make a couple smaller ones for her. So we're going to spread this around a little bit. Okay, even it out some here. There we go. And there it is. So I'll be putting that in the oven as soon as it dings, and it'll be for 45 minutes, and I'll test it just like I would a regular cake to make sure it's okay. So I'm going to give you the ingredients again. My hand's all cleaned off. The oven is 350. It goes in a 9 by 13 pan for 45 minutes. You're going to mix 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, 4 cups of diced rhubarb, 2 cups of milk, and 6 tablespoons of melted butter. Put it in your 9 by 13s, put it in your oven. Hopefully it only takes 45 minutes. Sometimes it takes a little longer, sometimes a little less. It depends on your oven and how that goes and stuff. But I do make rhubarb cake, but this is the first one. This calls for a frosting that you pour on it, which I don't usually care for. So I'll probably put a drizzle frosting on it, or just use it with Cool Whip. Joe likes that too and stuff. So that's what I have today, the rhubarb cake. I'll be making probably later this week rhubarb bread and stuff, so I'll have the recipe and things for that. As long as rhubarb, the more you pick it, the more it comes up And then I usually get other people that give me rhubarb from their gardens. So mine never seems to get huge, big ones like what you buy at the farmer's market or Walmart. We were there the other day looking at the rhubarb, and it was really nice and big and long. But I figured that's probably just enough for one pie or one cake or something. I like to have a lot of rhubarb in my desserts. So anyway, I hope you all get out and enjoy it. There is a little bit of a breeze out there, which we probably need today because it's really nice outside. I got Joe out there. We had a old fire hydrant that somebody had gave me. It's from I think the date on it was 1907. So Joe dug a hole, and my son and daughter-in-law helped him put it into the hole, and they covered it. Now he is brushing it so he can paint it. We haven't really decided if we're going to paint it the red and white or what we're going to paint. So keeps him busy, and this keeps me busy. So, well, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you get rhubarb and you try to make this, because I think it's going to be good, everything that's in it. So thanks again for watching. Y'all have a nice day, and be careful, and enjoy the Memorial Day weekend. If you're not really busy, come on up and see the parade. I'm sure every town is having a parade. I know Sheridan is, because our band is going from here to Sheridan after our parade. So thanks again, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.